glad to do that, Bjorn. It's nice and early out here on the West Coast.
I was personally investing into my academics a lot. When I became a seventh grader, I decided to just give thanks to God for how I did on my global history regions. I was thankful for the fact that I did well, and that's really the first time I gave thanks to God for anything I ever did. Once I got into eighth grade, I started to think about just becoming more academically invested when it came to going to Saturday school and so on. But I realized through a great friend of mine who goes to CWC actually, she very implicitly talked to the teacher about the Sabbath. I never knew about the Sabbath until that point. I started to try to create the Christianity Club at my school in my 10th grade year. But I realized that my advisor for the club is SCA, so to try to create a club with that would be just hard. So trying to go through that whole process, having an SCA advisor, and the question became, how do I now address the SCA faith or faith in general when it comes to the law in the Christianity Club? So when Corona hit, I really didn't have much of a choice anymore. I had to really sit down and think about intentionally, what is the Sabbath, and is it something for me to keep? The Sabbath is something that is sacred. So trying to understand that concept, I went ahead and did my research, looking at videos. One video was an hour and 49 minutes, really trying to understand what the Sabbath is all about in our modern context, in the Israelites' context, does it all mean? So continuing on into late in Corona, I decided to ask her in May 2020, what do you do on Sabbath? Sabbath was made for man and not man for the Sabbath. So trying to help others, being active and actively seeking the good of others and the worship of God and the fellowship with others on the Sabbath. I also realized to be a lot more compassionate, not just when it comes to the law. Well, when it comes to the law, but also really implementing that passion that Jesus had with grace. Right? He wasn't so ritualistic and said, like the Pharisee, that you need to keep all these laws that don't even exist in the Bible, but rather he had mercy upon the people. He had grace upon the people. And that's something I want to do, for example, with my parents who may not know about the Sabbath yet, but at the same time, I must be compassionate to them, realizing that in God's due time, they will learn about the Sabbath.